Hi there, it's Jeremy here from HardBlock, and today I'm just going to go through a quick tutorial on how to use our updated website. So if you've logged in recently, you might have noticed that things have changed quite a bit on the interior. This is a big project we've been working on for about 6 months, and we're really excited to see it go live. So what I'm just going to go through is all of the pages and just how they work and how they've changed and why we've done things in the way that we've done them. And then I'll show you the mobile, because the mobile version of this is a significant improvement over what our customers have experienced previously. Now, this is the test server. It's not the real server. So unfortunately, I don't have this much money in this account. These are test Bitcoin. So it is connected to the real test Bitcoin network, but it's test Bitcoins, not real Bitcoins. So when you log in, you'll see this dashboard page. There's a few different things here. If you just want to start buying Bitcoin or putting money in, you can just click one of these two buttons here. They're right there. If you've used some of our DCA settings, you'll be able to see the status of these. So if they're on, they'll have a green on for each one, if it's auto buy or auto send. If it's off, it'll be red. And if you do want to change either of those, you can just modify. We thought this was handy because sometimes you might forget what you had set, what setting you had, and you might, at some point want to try and buy some manually and you forget. So that's all there for you. And if you want to find out more about it, you just click on the About section. In this window here, you can see the statistics of your purchases and sales with HardBlock. So you can see how much you've bought, how much you've sold, and the average price. Obviously, we'd all love to have this as our average price, but the reality is that's not the case anymore. And over on this dashboard here are some statistics about Bitcoin that we've taken from our node. Now, this again is the test network. So these numbers here, like this one, the block height, comes off the test network. So if you're familiar with Bitcoin's main chain, we're on block something like 750,000. The test network is way, way ahead of it. So some of these stats look a bit funny, like, for example, the supply. But that is actually the supply on the test Bitcoin network. You've got the hash rate here, days till the next halving. And then there's some more info about that in the link here. Okay, so the menu has completely changed. It's over here now. Up here, you've got your account balance. So you can see how much Bitcoin you have. And importantly, and there's something that was missing that certainly bugged me, is what is that worth in Australian dollars? So there's always a conversion for you. You can see how much you've got in Australian dollars as well in this line here. And then the total valuation of your portfolio is here. So you can see that straight away. And then in here, you've got all the functions of the website are available in this menu. So I'll just I'll go through all of those quickly. If you click on Bitcoin, you can then have the different pages you can go to underneath that. So, for example, the buy and sell page, which is the main page, that's it here now. So it's relatively straightforward, pretty similar to the old site. However, if you want to buy just the maximum, you just click max here, and then you can just buy. Or if you want to do it on the sell, you can also do that here. The table below is basically the same information as before, just presented much more aesthetically pleasingly, I guess. Then over here on the send page, you've got all of the functions as before. If you haven't used this before, you can use this slider to change the fee. So basically, we just pull the fee from Mempool Space. It's the medium and high priority fee that we're using. So if you do want to check that, I'll just quickly do that. If you do want to see what the Mempool's doing, you can go over to Mempool Space, and basically you can see the fee here should be basically what we're charging. Remember, these are US dollars, these figures here, the 14 cents. So it's a little bit congested at the moment, not too bad, but it's not. There are a few blocks that are waiting to go. Although actually, this is the test. This is the main chain. So I'll go over to test because test is pulling in this figure. So you can see here that it's pretty uncongested on the test network. So the cheaper fee is probably fine. Down below in the table, we've hidden the transaction ID because it's just such a huge string of text, and no one's really going to remember it. But you can just click on here and go straight to Mempool Space, or you can just copy it with this button here. Then if you do want to receive Bitcoin, this page is pretty straightforward. You can copy the address here, or you can scan the QR code and send Bitcoin into your account. If you click on Australian dollars, underneath those menus, you've got the ability to deposit. Again, this is the test network, so this is not; these are not real figures. So don't send money to this account; it's not a real account. But essentially, all of the things that you used to see in the previous site in terms of depositing money are here. And if you want to use Poly, just click on this link here. You can withdraw withdraw your Australian dollars from this link here. If you do want to try the DCA features, you've got your auto buy and auto send underneath here. And then if you're looking to get some information from your account in terms of transaction history, you can get a financial year statement for the last financial year. If you just click this email button, it'll email it to you. Or if you just want to see every transaction you've ever done, just click that, and then you want to manipulate it on your own in Excel or some sort of spreadsheet software, feel free to use this one here. And you can customize the emails that you receive in this window here. So if you don't want to get statements, or you do, you click here. If you don't want the receipts to come in every time you deposit, you can turn them on or off here. Excuse me. And then in the settings, you can do things like put on your two-factor authentication or authorization. Strongly recommend you do that if you haven't done so. I don't have it on here because it's the test network, so there's nothing valuable in here. But if you are using a real account and have Bitcoin in it, or even Australian dollars, strongly recommend putting this on. Then there's a few other features here which are the same as the old site. The key thing to remember is previously the settings were up the top here. Everything is now in this one menu. So if you want to change your password, change your email address, that can all be accessed there. I'm now going to replicate what the mobile website would look like by just basically minimize this, changing the screen resolution. So because of how much space there is on a phone, we don't have everything visible on the phone. The full site is best viewed on a desktop if you really want to see everything that we have. But if you're out and about and you do need to use your phone, the new version is very functional on a phone. So you can see this is the phone version. So one major thing to make you aware of is previously you had a hamburger button here for the menu. That's now moved down to the bottom. We felt that was just much easier because that's kind of where your thumb is when you're holding the phone. So you can just quickly press that with your thumb, and the menu will pop up. Your account balance is here, and it shows on a lot of the pages as well, just to so you know you've got the prices that are on the header on the main site are here for the mobile. So if you want to buy or sell, these are your prices. This price here is the send fee for the cheap fee. And so those links are straight there as well. And if you just want to deposit some money in, you can click the link here. Your DCA settings, same as the main website, the desktop version, are here for you to see. And then to navigate through the mobile site, you've just got this menu here. So if you want to go back to the dashboard, click home. If you want to close it, you just click the X, and you've got your menu here. So you can navigate through to anything through these menus, and you can go back here. So essentially the site and the mobile is fairly similar. One thing that's a little bit different is in the buy and sell page. So there's actually only one buying and sell window, but you can change it with this button. So I'm currently buying. Click over here, now I'm selling. So it just, by doing this, allowed us to give you more space to be able to see what you're doing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think there's too much else to go through. Have a play. If you've got any questions, please email us, support@hardblock.com.au, and we'll be able to answer any questions you have. Thanks very much.